beautiful souls. Spirit has given me some very powerful messages to share with you. So here it goes. And before that, I want to ask you to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram if you're watching me on Instagram. Also go to the link in my bio. If my videos have been bringing right value to you, then you can donate for my rent, food, and my healthcare, self-care. And I have my one-on-one sessions, my journaling course, my ebook, and all of those things. Those resources are available. Now the first message that I'm receiving from Spirit is about sexual energy. You gotta see, a lot of us have been sexually abused in our childhood, and that messes up with how we look at sex, that messes up with what we desire in sex, our sexual fantasies and all of that. And I have made separate videos on those topics, and I will make more as I learn more in future. But right now, what Spirit wants all of us to do is set right intentions, because what we speak about, we bring about. Okay, so you gotta set an intention that I intend for my sexual energy to be only utilized to give birth to good health in me and in my lineage. I intend to have my sexual energy to only give birth to healthy form of enjoyment in my life and in this world. I intend to have my sexual energy be only used to bring beautiful creative creations in this world. I intend to have my sexual energy to give birth to most fruitful income sources, like the income sources that are built on honesty, on integrity. So you gotta set these beautiful intention, and if you don't want to set these intention, can you just pray like, dear God, and God will not punish you for thinking about sexual energy. In fact, your sexual energy is the life force energy, and God in itself is that life force energy. If you look around, like there is endless beautiful flowers, there are mountains, there is so much beauty, so many creative creation, different kind of butterflies, different kind of insect, different kind of animals, different kind of fruits, different kind of trees, different kind of human beings, different kind of other day I was watching this video which was about whale, and whale exists under the water, and when they give birth to a baby, and that baby drinks the whale's milk, and this whale has a milk, whale has a milk which comes out solid, it's so solid that it doesn't get mixed in the water, because it's so solid. So how intelligent is God? So, because it created human milk or animal milk who lives on the earth, their milk is very liquid. Okay, but God is so intelligent, it created that kind of, you guys, that's imagination, and that energy, that life force energy, it exists within us. It is our sexual energy. So you gotta set that intention that I intend to have my sexual energy to be only used for the highest good, highest health, highest creativity, highest form of creativity, or just pray that I intend to only use my sexual energy for the highest form of creativity, highest form of healing, highest form of enjoyment. First, message number 1. The message number 2 is become good at handling rejection. When you bring magic in your life with my magic paintings, this painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother, thank you for guiding me, thank you for leading my way. When you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, You would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful. And how Harry Potter, like that what was the J.K. Rowling, she had to go through so much of rejection before she landed her first deal. And so many other people, if there are endless stories in this world like about the really successful people who made it, but they made it after going through endless rejections. Today, you know how I one of the creative inspirations that I have been receiving is to write write psychic messages and some verses that I feel like just universe will or spirit will inspire me to write some things on the paper and give it to random strangers. You know, they need it. Right people, I will just be guided to share it with them. And today, like when I shared it, 2 people rejected it, like we don't need it, with a very like we don't need it. And I was like, if I was not if I was not good at handling rejection, I would have started to doubt myself. I would have been like, okay, maybe if they said no, maybe I'm not maybe I should not do it, maybe I should not write these words and give it to other people. Maybe I should not, maybe I'm looking stupid, maybe it is. And I did for a moment, I felt that, because you know I was wearing this very cute and pretty outfit as well, like, and mostly people don't wear it, and like it's like something very different. The way I show up, the way I walk, the way I dress, the kind of things that I do, they are very different. And then when I'm showing up very differently, there are going to be judgment. And so it's easy for me to doubt myself, and for a second I do doubt myself. And what my fear is, actually I feel like it will be so much better if I had my own tribe. You know, that's why I want right mentor, so that I don't care what the world is saying. I have my mentor, I have my people who are constantly cheering me and speaking positive words over me, uplifting me loudly, proudly. And right now, these people are gods and goddesses of creativity. Lord Hanumanji, Goddess Saraswati, Goddess Lakshmi. They are my tribe. And trees and the river and the water bodies and the stars and the fresh air, you know, they are my cheerleaders. They are inspiring me. I built that connection with them. Okay. So yeah, they keep their voice in my life is so loud that I don't listen to self-doubt anymore. You know, self-doubt, if it is getting louder, the voice of the gods and goddesses of creativity, the voice of gods and goddesses of self-love, the voice of river bodies, the trees, it's even louder. Okay, so fear has no power. No, nothing. Fear is like a small child, literally a small baby. This energy of self-love, gods and goddesses, their voice is louder, you know. So that's why I will continue to show up. I will continue to show up in my business, in my life, in my creativity. If I feel inspired to do something, I am going to do it. And today I was having a conversation with my landlady, how my 4 months of rent is due. And this thing can like really create a lot of panic, like where will I go and what will happen and all of that. And I know, because I have heard, I have followed my dreams, I have followed my inspiration, and I have showed up honestly. And I know, because I have showed up honestly and vulnerably, I will be taken care of. And like the rejection, the fear of rejection, the fears of life, through them you gotta learn to navigate it. It's like there is no way you can be you can avoid them. You gotta face them. It doesn't happen by avoiding it. It happens, you get on the other side by facing it. And the trick to face it is actually prayer. It's like, God, I intend to show up in this situation as you would want me to show up. I intend to see this situation as you would see it. I intend to treat this person in front of me as you would treat them. I intend to handle this situation as you would handle it. Yeah. I would have gone back home like in the first month, like in November, when I was like, my rent is not getting paid, how will my food will come and all. I was like literally very scared, okay. Gone back home like thinking it's not working, and when I do not see the evidence of it working, the only evidence that I have, is that I feel better. That and also like getting rejection, sometimes sometimes the evidence is not the actual result. It's actually rejection. When you see rejection, that means like you are on the right path. It is actually like that. So for example, when I show up like this and people are making faces, women are making faces like that, so does that mean that I'm doing something wrong? No, I am embodying my creative energy. I am embodying my goddess self. I am dressing up as how goddesses are inspiring me to dress up. That's a very good thing. And when I am doing the good thing, there will be some kind of judgment, and I gotta, my self-confidence becomes stronger when I see people getting put off, but I still choose to be authentic. I'm not being like, okay, if people are not liking it, so maybe I'm sure I'm gonna wear what everyone is wearing, what is comfortable for everybody. Okay, if people are not liking what I'm creating, maybe I should not create it. Even if I like it, I like doing this. I feel like showing up every day on YouTube has transformed me, has transformed my how I speak, and it has given me a direction. It's a very beautiful thing. I'm so proud of myself that I started to do it and I stick by. Even though so many things, I was so unsure, uncertain, and I didn't see the result of, like, how usually the result is getting views, getting subscribers, getting that money keep depositing, all of those things, and none of that happened. Okay, none of that happened. I did see a little bit of results, but mostly like how my inner self, it became, my confidence became unshakable, and I was like, I'm gonna show up as I am, what I really like, and it's so I'm gonna follow the guidance of gods and goddesses of creativity. I'm gonna follow my heart. If my heart is like, this is what is authentic, I'm gonna do that. If dressing up like this is authentic to me, I'm gonna do that. If writing is so authentic to me, and sharing those words and sharing my writings, my books, my courses with the world, that is authentic to me, I'm gonna do that. So you level up, your confidence become unshakable, and you become unrecognizable, and you become that person that people are very inspired by, as you continue to face rejection and still keep following your heart. Okay, that makes you like super magnetic. Okay, because a lot of the people, like 95% of the people, they are afraid of rejection, so they are playing small. And when they see you like doing things and not caring about what other people are thinking, that's very magnetic to them. Okay, so and you become to become this epic, to become that 1% and 5% who are magnetic, who are facing their fears and rising above, who are following their creativity, who are in their power. Get into my journaling course, because journaling helps you getting unstuck. Journaling will help you process your hidden shame, your hidden fears, your hidden limiting beliefs, your perspective that are keeping you small, keeping you in fear. Journaling will help you get unstuck and get onto the other side of all these shame, fears, guilt. And the other side is your power, your confidence, your creative gifts, your bigness, boldness. So as you journal, it's a very powerful tool. Journaling, it's a very powerful spiritual tool. Get into it. Link of that is in my bio. You can also get into my 3 months of mentorship, because wow, work with me for 3 months and you will see the level up in your confidence, in your peace, in your calmness, how you are showing up in this world, and the safe space that you have with me. And with my psychic and intuitive gifts, I would be able to guide you a lot spiritually, emotionally, into like in your creative endeavors, and just that inner like treasure, guide you to your inner treasure, that magic that you have inside of you. Link of my 3 months of mentorship is also in my bio, and I have my one-on-one session as well, like for psychic guidance, intuitive guidance, yeah, link of that is in my bio. What else do I have for you? Oh, I have my ebook called Energetic Activation for Brand New Life, which has prayers, verses, affirmations. As you read them, you will be activating this beautiful energy into your life, like these prayers, affirmations and verses. So good, like really good. I received them when I was going on a walk around this banyan tree and the river. Literally, it just like activated, like downloaded those verses in my heart. Okay, so link of that also in my bio. Let me see if I have any other messages. Spirit has any other messages. Spirit, do you have any other messages for the people who are watching? Okay, be generous with me. Consider donating for me, for my rent, for my food, for my bills. Okay, for my self-care. If my videos have been helping you, which they are adding value to you, they are adding inspiration to you. So be generous with me. Okay, be generous with your girl.